Welcome back, everybody. Peace and love to you. Pleasure to have you. Yoga Block is your friend today. Meet me in a downward facing dog and let's just hang out for a moment. Today I taught a class and our focus was on Stirha Sukha. Stirha and Sukha are our strength and our softness, our ease and our effort. The difference between yoga and gymnastics is ease and effort, is Stirha Sukha. The purpose is not to grit and bear it through yoga classes. While they can be difficult and while they are sometimes very challenging, right? We want to find ease. In every single yoga pose we take, we are looking for ease, we're looking for length, and then we apply our strength. We create stretch, we create distance, and then we apply stability. So, like downward facing dog, I tell people all the time, downward facing dog is rest, is home base. This is your reset right here. And now, of course, if we stay here for a very long time, it can start to become strenuous. But the purpose is to maintain your composure, to allow for the length in the shoulders, but then also to find core engagement as we reach our hips up and back, to feel the stretch on our hamstrings and allow that stretch to hold and support us just alike. And now, while our arms are up towards our ears, there is a slight shrug of the shoulder, yes. But what I want you to do is bring awareness to the muscles along your spine and at the mid back. I want you to hug those muscles in towards one another and towards your hips. Just as you press the mat away, you're engaging those muscles and drawing them down toward the hips. We want to avoid the shrugging sensation and start to engage through all those back muscles and our shoulders as we reach. So that way we can use more muscles to help us hold down dog. It's not rely on the upper traps, right? Shift into high plank. I don't know. I'm going to try to do my worst impression of high to low push-up. But I see people all the time, men and women alike, that do it like this. And this is about all they got, right? And then they go to the up dog. And that shit is terrible. We're going to keep it a buck. That's exactly what it looked like. So let's talk about it. When we come here, we're not shrugging up. We're hugging our shoulders down the back. I like the cue Cole. He teaches at PYB. Extend the four corners of your neck. I got that from him and I use it all the time. Lengthen all four corners of your neck. Now, to do that, you must also draw your shoulders away from your ears and hug those muscles on the mid back. Those muscles are what stabilize us to come down in here. Just like our hips are stabilizers for our legs, our glutes and all those muscles in between, our shoulder blades, they control our arms and they stabilize the musculature so that we can maintain core stability, especially in places like low push-up, right? So this is where the breath is at. And we're looking for ease in all of these places. That's how I can speak to you in full sentences and still stay down here and still breathe, right? This is where it's at. So we're not looking to just bear down, grit, and struggle. We're looking for balance. And that way you can go to up dog and find still ease while applying strength. Shoulders down and back. Engage through midline. Active core. This is still just as strenuous, but let it be easy too. Breathe here. And then we press back, downward facing dog. I don't know how else to really explain it. Well, let's just move through some poses and then we'll talk about it some more. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, tiptoe. Ease is here. Hips are reaching toward the ceiling. You're high on the mounds of your toes. You're still squeezing your core and pressing the mat away. But we're looking for ease, and it starts with your breath. That's the missing key. That's what I was forgetting. Your breath is your most powerful tool. Your breath is what makes effort into ease. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill your lungs. Let it go. Yoga is a practice. While we show up and do our asana on the daily, I ask you, what is different when you show up? If it's the same every single time you fall into habits, I can attest. So it's important to throw a wrench in it and try on something different. This right here, our forward fold and ragdoll, is ease. So many bodies I see. You see me shaking my head? No. This is a no for them. Let me turn sideways for you. Look at this. Knees are softly bent. Like I got some water on my knees, and I'm literally allowing the torso to drape over. Like hands to hang. Top half of the body is like jello here. Please tell me in the comments, because I really don't understand. I question it. I have conversations with other teachers. Why is this difficult to just let go? Why is this a problem? Why is this something that is challenging in bodies? My body is like, I've never felt challenge here. So I don't understand. So please let me know so I can try to better cognize it and make it make sense for the students who want to be here with ease. Take a breath in. Let it go. Great job. Oops, did I zoom out? Let's see. Yes, we got to go back to right. All right, I just needed to check, y'all. Thanks for your patience while we hang out here. Okay, rotate back forward. Bend your right knee, extend your left leg. Rest right arm on thigh, open left arm to the ceiling. Breathe into the stretch here. From the heel to the fingertips, we're lengthening, right? Now we're still drawing in slightly. Our core is still engaged. It is a balance between stretch and effort. And no, the stretch can also be effortful too. So I want you to find engagement there as well. Breathe into that space. Exhale. Release it down. We'll take the other side. Extend the left or the right. Peel open. Breathe into the stretch. Press down to lengthen even higher. Exhale. Take another in. Center yourself, fold. Great. So at the top of your mat, hands and feet are very close to one another. If you want to focus on handstand drills or even just becoming comfortable with compression, this is a great one. So hands and feet are towards one another. What we're going to do is walk backwards. So hands and feet are moving just like you would crawl on your feet with the knees close to the ground. I want you to try to walk on your hands front to back of the yoga mat. And now you can even do this moving sideways, forward and back. But the purpose is to get comfortable moving around like this. Like we can do a race. We'll go to one side of the room and then the other, and then we can race like this on our hands and on our feet at the same time. I bet you won't beat me. Halfway lift at the top of the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Rise up, extended mountain. Reach to the ceiling like you could physically touch it. Press the heels down and out, extend up. Create stretch, create more length. Feel your core engage as you take a back bend. Pelvis is following the ribs. Your breath is still full. Exhale, reach back up. Fold all the way. Great job. Halfway lift. Pull your crown to the front of the room. Reach your tailbone to the back of the room. If you were mooning somebody, you press your butt cheeks against the window, right? So act like you're mooning somebody. You're reaching back while you pull the crown forward. Soft bend to the knees. Press into your shins. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Now keep your hands on your feet. As you inhale, slide them up your leg. Drive them into your shin. That's the stability while you extend through the crown. Exhale, slide back down the leg. Hands rest on toes. One more time. Breathe into that length. Exhale. Stand up, extended mountain, sweep high. Forward fold. Lengthen the spine, inhale.
Hands to the mat, step into high plank. Now, as we shift forward, we firmly press our hands down and send our elbows back. We're doing that simultaneously. Shoulders are moving forward of our fingers. Flip the feet, lift the chest. Extend the arms, pull the hips forward. Pelvis follows the ribs to lengthen the low spine. Downward facing dog. Lots of cues, right?
Because this is how fast my brain moves when I teach or practice a yoga class. And the reason why I love yoga so much is because it doesn't have to. I can breathe and I can let it go and I can be present, and then my brain doesn't do anything. And that is the reason why I never stopped doing yoga, because it is the place where my brain is quiet so I can focus on right now.
Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low. Up dog, fill your lungs. Down dog, empty out. Reach your right leg to the ceiling. Bend your knee, stack your hips, and let your shoulders and chest open to the side wall.
See what that feels like. See what it feels like to let your whole everything twist open. Good. Now bring awareness back to your upper body. Square the shoulders, but keep your leg how it was. Let the hips still peel open while you square off. Shift onto the mound of the back toe. Breathe in. Extend this lifted leg. Square the hips. Pinky toe toward the middle. Exhale, knee towards right arm. So we're tapping. We can touch it here. We're still breathing. Slide it down to the wrist. So simply drop the hips. Stay active in the core. You're still shifted forward. As you exhale, cross. Stay for the breath in. Now, as we exhale, drive up. Press the mat away. Lift the knee towards elbow. Now, knee to nose. Round through the upper back. Breathe. Kick it up and back. Breath in on the extension. Exhale, step forward. Crescent lunge, but we'll kneel. Slide the back toe, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach up. Knee is stacked under hip, glutes engage, hands to heart. Let us make this challenging. Feet drive down. Shift through your hip of the back foot, slightly forward, feel the stretch. Now drive, and we're offsetting our feet. So right foot is pulling back, left foot is pulling forward. That creates stability in our inner thighs and our glutes and our core. I follow Judd Leinhart. He's great at fitness stuff. Check him out. Talking about the core being a collection of 37 muscle groups. And that is it. Everything that is here, outside of your external, your distal limbs, this proximal area is all core. Glutes included. Upper, hip, all of this shit is core. Everything. So we're drawing in to midline. Hands to heart, breath in. Twist to your right. Great job. You can extend front to back. We're reaching front to back while we press our feet down, and we're causing that contraction. So it's a lot of stability going on. Even though my back knee is down, this is way harder than me trying to lift my back leg and not re-engage these muscles. As you inhale, back hand to your hamstring, front hand to the ceiling. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arms high, breathe in. Hands to the mat, tuck your back toes, extend your legs long. High on the front heel, high on the back toe. Stretch through your hips, reach them up and back. Intentionally, I just said 3 ways. 3 ways, because you'll hear one of them at least. Pull your left hip, your right hip up and back toward the ceiling, like you could literally touch it. Feel that stretch that it creates while you press your heel down simultaneously. Good, and we're squaring our hips. So our left hip is drawing forward. Breathe into that space. Now as you exhale, peel open, right arm high. Stretch it up for 3, 2, 1. Release into lizard. Take the back leg back, drop into your hip. Breathe deeply. Let it go. Inhale fully. Exhale.
Now notice if your front foot is behind your elbow or your wrist, you're gonna feel a little tight pinch around the hip flexor area. It's not nice. So what I like to cue is heel on toe off the mat, hands or elbows in line with the foot. As a matter of fact, it could be slightly forward just to let yourself drop out. Let the knee fall out, come to the outside edge of the foot. So you can actually see the bottom of the foot. Does that make sense? Let me know. Now from here, we'll heel toe all the way across. And let the foot go flat and the knee out to the edge. Pigeon, half pigeon. Now, since we're here, I'd like to line up front foot and back foot, or you can walk your back foot to the center of the mat as best you can. Notice we want our knee toward the edge of the mat. So when we fold, we're folding towards our foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Walk forward, forearms plant. Now, sometimes the effort, that strength sensation that we feel in our body is not of our own will. Like for instance, this right hip is tense, very tight. And I'm sure that you could agree to a certain extent. So what we want to do is lean into ease. Let your forehead rest on a block. And see what else you can let go of. Soften the gaze. You can close the eyes. Let the shoulders relax from the ears. Keep on adding things. Maybe it's letting the hands relax. Unclenching the teeth. Softening the brow. Removing the tongue from the roof of your mouth. You can even untuck the back toes. If that feels better, you can release a little more there. Increasing the length of the inhale, as well as prolonging the exhale. All of these things allow us to relax, to settle in, and encourages our body where it's holding tension to let go. Our bodies are tense, not only because of trauma that is stored and carried in the body, but also because we're trying to protect. Our bodies want to protect us. So when we can make our body feel safe and relaxed and intentionally tell ourselves to release and settle in and to let go, especially in that place full of tension, our bodies will follow that cue. Our bodies will follow the direction, and gently they let go. And over time, and sometimes like at the snap of a finger, if you take your mind off of it and settle in, it'll just go away. You'll be surprised at how much our bodies are willing to just follow what we say. And we got to do the other side. So we're coming out of this. Heel toe your front foot toward the middle of the mat. Tuck the back toes. Step forward. Fold. Half lift. Press into this block or your shins. Same activation in the hands, the feet, the core. Fold. Stand with the block. Squeeze it at heart. Now extend it up. Full breath. Hands back to heart. Block at heart center. Engage this block just for the moment. Shoulders back and down toward the hips. So we're not pinching our shoulder blades. We're engaging the muscles that are back there. Our rhomboids, our lower trapezius. Google it and look at it. See what the muscle is supposed to look like. As you inhale, extend the arms up. As you exhale, draw them down. Inhale up. Your shoulder blades are going to rotate up. Still maintain activation in the traps and lower down. Inhale, anatomically, they have no choice but to rise, especially if you're reaching your arms up. It's not physically possible otherwise. As you draw down, engage those muscles, elbows out wide. This is the stability for chair. Breathe it up. This is the stability that lowers you into low push-up. Hands that heart, fold forward. Lose the block, half lift. High plank. So when we lower elbows back, bring awareness to those mid-trap muscles. Your chest, of course, it works here. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, empty out. Left leg, send it high.
Bend your knees, stack your hips, peel your chest open, hips open, everything open. Stay rooted through the feet, through the hands. Good. Now square your shoulders, but keep your hip open as it is. Stay engaged. Circles at the hip. Inhale, extend the leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. We're hanging out. Breath is easy. Inhales. Exhale. Allow the hips to lower, but pause at the hover. Breathe in. Let the exhale shift you over to the opposite wrist. Core is still active, obviously. Good luck holding this without it being. Next, press. Rise, elbow to knee. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Really round, really press. Great. Inhale, kick it back. Stay for the exhale. Step outside. Or no, step down. Kneeling lunge. Breathe in, reach it up. See? I know I be messing it up all the time. Hands to heart. Press your feet down firmly. If you need to readjust, readjust. But we want our back knee right under the hip. Root down. And then offset. Back hip forward, front hip back. Feel the engagement. Hamstrings active, glutes active, inner thigh squeezing. Hands to heart, palms press. Chest high, shoulders down and back. All those muscles, find them all. Create length in the spine. Find ease in that moment. Breathe in. Exhale, rotate. Your core is here. Your core is certainly active. Extend front to back. Like you could touch both walls, forward and behind you. You're not shrugging up. You're maintaining that stability, drawing in toward the core. Next, inhale, back hand to hamstring, front hand to the ceiling. Reach up, option to softly lean back, but you'll stay engaged. You'll feel a lot more stretch on your hip flexor. For 3, 2, 1. Sweep your arms high, breathe up. Exhale, hands to the mat, tuck your back toes, extend both legs. Front heel grounds, back toe mounds, ground. Breathe here. Stay for the release. Again, you can even widen your stance and put the hands on the inside of the foot. Pull your sit bones up and back. That same situation we were doing on our knees, where we pull the back hip forward and front hip back, that's still happening. Our inner thighs are still drawing towards one another. Even in length, we still create that core stability as we draw in. Next breath, open up. Firmly press the earth away to stretch your fingertips up to the ceiling. Inhale fully. Exhale. Take another. Let it go. Release your hands to the mat. Drop into a lizard. Back toes can tuck, can untuck. Now, as you start to open up and drop to the pinky side of the foot, allow your knee to fall out without that first. See what it feels like to try to keep your foot down and then allow it to lift and lean out further. My invitation to you in every yoga practice that you do is to explore your body and to do it incorrectly and to see what it feels like to do it not how the instructor is saying. Pull the other direction and then pull all the way to the other way. Explore your body. The purpose of yoga practice is to move freely. Not on your mat, but off it. That is why we do the asana practice, to find freedom in the body. So how can you find freedom if you're practicing rigidity? Let me know. Pigeon.
Back foot can be toward the middle of the mat. Feet can line up. If you need support, this heel will always pull closer to your hip. If you need more intensity, try to keep your shin parallel to the top, i.e. knee in line with ankle as best you can. You must flex your foot here to protect your knee. If you're pulling it back, no need to flex the foot because your knee is now not at risk. At a 90-degree angle, at this angle, with a tight hip, your knee is definitely at risk. Flex your foot if you are taking that. So I sprained my toe. It's a couple weeks ago now, and I'm like high 90s, so close to being back. And then we can do some more yogi toe stands for a long period of time. I miss it so much. But that is the practice, non-attachment, to let go. Non-attachment is not that we detach from everything, but that we experience everything in every moment fully, because we know that nothing lasts forever. Nothing. So love fully, be present fully, experience fully, and do what you want to fucking do, man. Real talk. Real talk. Our hips are not the same. So one side might need more. One side might need you to stay a little longer. If this is that side, because we about to get out of it. If you need to stay longer, you press pause and stay until you're ready to get out. Gently rise. Back leg, you'll swing it around. We'll go straight into double pigeon. We'll take it on the other side thereafter. So for my double pigeons, if it looks like this, that's perfectly fine. Be kind to yourself. If you need more support, you can tuck this top hip in. And that'll let you drop it down. You can also tuck the bottom foot in. And it gives you a little more leeway to lean forward. If that is too easy and you're missing a lot of tension, re-square one of the hips at least. Like, you'll feel the bottom one a lot here. Or you can tuck the top one, or tuck the bottom one and lengthen the top one out. Lengthen up, and you'll gently drape over. So I want you to explore that. Notice the difference, and then you can actually see what you're stretching and how you're stretching it when you take these postures. Don't just be a student that comes and follows what the teacher says because the teacher says it. Be a good steward of yourself and explore your body so you can practice yoga for real. We're on this side for a few more breaths. And oh, hey, stretching those by themselves allowed me to get deep into it, like almost immediately. I feel really good. I hope you do too. Thank you for being here. We're going to take double pigeon on the other side. One more breath here. In. Exhale. I feel like all I do is teach on this channel, so I figured I wanted to talk to you all. Spend a little bit of time. Let's tuck them both in first. So both heels toward the hip creases. You can almost sit on the bottom one and lean forward. Just for a moment, unless you want to stay here. If you feel good, get you a yoga block, rest your forehead, and just hang out. See if you can let go. Let your hips relax to the floor. Let your shoulders soften from your ears. And breathe deeply into your sides, into your back, into your ass. Breathe into your whole core, every direction. And see if you can get something to soften. If you are square, probably don't need me to cue you. You're probably already where you need to be. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. This mic is way too close to me to be very audible. But we need to get a little more audible on this channel. Legs long. If you want to turn sideways to the long edge of the mat, feel free. Seated, straddle fold. Walk the hands out. And now back to ease and effort. We are reaching this right leg. I'm trying to stretch this right leg that direction. This left leg, I'm trying to stretch that direction. So I'm trying to reach my legs away from one another intentionally. That alone is going to increase the stretch on the hip flexors. That way we can press the mat away. Stretch through the arms, shoulders down the back. Breathe into length. As you exhale, can you allow yourself to lean forward? Can you physically pull forward? Can you reach forward? Focus on the stretch, like towards the front wall. Reach, extend, lengthen. Is there another synonym that I can use to tell you to create more space? You're intentionally expanding away from your core here. I know you're probably looking at me like, what? I just mopped this floor. Just making sure it smells right. We're here for another breath in. Exhale. But hang out for a moment. Now that we've reached, can you relax? Can you settle? Can you start to let that tension go? And you'll see what arises here. Personal experience. Hip flexors and inner thighs, our adductors, they're trying to re-engage. They're trying to tighten up. And I'm just trying to relax. Relax, muscles, chill. Sometimes you got to talk to your body because you're not it, actually. This is your vehicle. Everyone who didn't know, talk to your body. You have a relationship with your body. You are not your body. You are separate from your body. You are simply the inhabitant. So, much like the friendship that you have with a best friend, somebody that you met on the street or at a store or at school, wherever you met them. Talk to your body like you're talking to your friend. Be kind to your body. You have a relationship with your body that you cannot get out of unless you want to stay here. Like, if you don't want to stay on Earth no more, cool. But you need to have a relationship with your body if you want to stay on planet Earth. So treat your body right. Be kind to your body. Love your body. Stretch your body. Strengthen your body. Be present with your body. Take another inhale. Exhale. We'll slowly come out. Slow. Take your time. Be kind to your body. Now, we're in that forward fold. We're going to place this block under our sacrum. You can gently draw the feet towards one another. This is going to be our final pose for today. If you want anything else, you take it. Arms and legs can sprawl out. Allow the hips to relax. Now, when I was in college, we would do this. My guys would call it the gravity stretch. We just let gravity do the work. This block intensifies it. Because you can lay on your back, arms and legs wide with no block, and your low back will lengthen and will stretch out. But with the block, it's like, it's more. Really allow yourself to melt into the block. Let the lengthen happen of the spine, of the hips. Let them open. Allow this yoga practice, whatever yoga practice you choose to do. I think it counts in all of them. It is not about force. It is about allowance. You pretty much notice that everything in your life, if you try to force it, that means that it is reluctant to go the way that you want it to, because you are, in fact, forcing it to do what you want. But when you allow, that is surrender, that is acceptance. When you allow, things fall right into your lap. They come right to you. So practice that on your yoga mat, allowing. Practice allowance. And you'll receive allowance. Is that why we call it allowance when we give the kids money? You know? I don't have kids, not yet.
Breathe in through the nose. Pause. Slowly exhale everything out. Pause on empty. When you're ready, breathe in. Open mouth, let it go. Bring movement to your fingers, your toes. Rotate your ankles, your wrists. Bring your feet flat on the yoga mat. And gently lift off this block and remove it from beneath you. Allow your legs to roll to the right. Look and reach to the left. Supine twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your time. Move to the opposite side. Knees in the chest, breath in. Stack them over your hips. Now exhale, twist to the left, reach to the right. Come back through neutral. Hug knees in the chest. Option to take a happy baby. You can take your feet, knees draw towards your armpits. You can rock left and right gently. Keep your sacrum rocking while your low back is very slightly lifted. It's a very small anterior tilt. It's almost a neutral spine. Technically, it's neutral because there is a soft arch in the lumbar. Anyhow, find your way to a comfortable seat. Hands connect at heart. Gaze is softer, eyes closed. May you continue to lead with love, for love will certainly follow. Hands to the mouth. May you speak with kindness and with gratitude, with compassion and with grace. Hands to your forehead. The big, powerful, bright light within me sees, honors, cherishes, loves, and is inspired by the big, powerful, bright light within each and every one of you. Inhale. As we bow together, we say, Namaste. If you like videos like this, please let me know down in the comments. Give it a like, subscribe, share this to a friend. We need to talk a little bit more about feeling on our yoga mats rather than just doing what we're told. Focus on the feeling. Catch you in the next one. Peace and love.